Good morning, children. This is part 5 of the chapter Retirement of a Partner. In this video, we are going to study about adjustment of undistributed profits and losses and reserve. So, the working here, the adjustment of undistributed profit and losses and reserves are just similar to that we have studied in case of admission of a partner. So, if at the time of retirement of a partner there is any balance of general reserve, reserve fund, or any undistributed amount of profit and loss account, that is the credit balance of profit and loss account appearing in the balance sheet, it should be transferred to capital accounts of all the partners in the old profit sharing ratio, just like we used to do in case of admission of a partner. Following entry will be passed for this purpose. For distributing reserve and accumulated profits, the entry will be general reserve account debited, reserve fund account debited, profit and loss credit balance account debited to old partners capital account, or we can say to all partners capital account in the old ratio. The reason, the logic is the same that we have discussed in case of admission of a partner. Then for distributing accumulated losses, old partners or all partners capital account debited to profit and loss account debit balance to deferred revenue expenditure account, just like to advertisement suspense account, and the logic is similar to that we have discussed in admission of a partner. Then third, for distributing surplus of specific reserves. We have discussed about specific reserves and its working in case of admission of a partner. So just like after the adjustment of the claims and fluctuations, the surplus was distributed among all the partners in the old ratio. In the similar fashion, in case of retirement also, the surplus out of such specific reserves will be distributed among all the partners in the old ratio. So, in case of specific reserves like workmen's compensation reserve or investment fluctuation reserve are in excess of actual obligations, the excess will be transferred to capital accounts of all the partners in the old ratio, and the entry will be workmen's compensation reserve account debited, investment fluctuation reserve account debited to old partners or all partners capital account or current account. Note: Employees' Provident Fund is an outside liability and therefore is not distributed among the partners except in case of dissolution of a partnership firm. So, dissolution of a partnership firm is completely a separate chapter, a separate case that we will discuss later. So, Employees' Provident Fund, if it is given on the liability side of the balance sheet or in the question, since it is an outside liability towards the employees, hence it will not be treated as undistributed profit or reserve, and it will not be distributed among the partners. It will simply be carried forward to the new balance sheet of the new firm. Question number 11. This is practical question number 11 from your book which we are discussing here. A, B and C are partners sharing profits in the ratio of 5:3:2. C retires and A and B agree to share future profits in the ratio of 6:4. So since you are having the old ratio as well as the new ratio, you can apply the formula for gaining ratio, that is new ratio minus old ratio, and you can calculate the gaining ratio of the remaining partners. Goodwill is to be taken at 2 years purchase of the average profits of the last 5 years, which were 10,000, 25,000, 15,000 loss, 36,000 and 44,000 respectively. So in this case, the value of firm's goodwill is not given to you. The information is given to you on the basis of which you have to calculate it on the basis of average profit method, which we have already studied in valuation of goodwill chapter. At the date of C's retirement, following balances appeared in the books of the firm. General reserve 1,20,000. So since it is a reserve, it will be distributed among all the partners in the old ratio. Profit and loss account debit balance 30,000. That means it is an accumulated loss. it will be written off among all the partners in the old ratio. And C's capital balance showed 2 lakh rupees. This is the opening balance of C's capital account. You are required to record necessary journal entries in the books of the firm and prepare C's capital account on his retirement. So let us see the solution. First we have shown the working note. The first working note is for calculation of gaining ratio. The formula for gaining ratio is new ratio minus old ratio. So the new ratio of A is 6/10 minus his old ratio 5/10. So his gaining share will be 1/10. And new ratio of B is 4/10 minus his old ratio 3/10. So his gaining share is 1/10. That is, the gaining ratio will be 1:1. Now calculation of goodwill. Since the goodwill is to be calculated on the average profit of the last 5 years, so we have the total profit. First of all, we need to calculate the total profit of the last 5 years, which is 10,000 plus 25,000 plus loss of 15,000. That's why I have put in brackets, plus 36,000 plus 44,000, which comes to 1 lakh as the total profit. Then average profit is equal to total profit divided by number of years. That means 1 lakh divided by 5, which comes to 20,000. Then goodwill is to be calculated on the basis of 2 years purchase of average profit, that is 20,000 into 2, which comes to 40,000. So this 40,000 is firm's goodwill. We need to calculate the goodwill of the retiring partner C. So therefore C's share of goodwill will be 40,000 into 2/10, that is his share, which means, or which comes to 8,000. So this 8,000 share of goodwill of C will be compensated by the gaining partners or the remaining partners A and B in the gaining ratio 1:1. That means half of it, 4,000, will be contributed by A and 4,000 will be given by B. So let us discuss the journal entries. The first entry is for distribution of reserve among all the partners in the old ratio. So we have debited general reserve account with the same logic as we have discussed in admission to A's capital account 60,000, to B's capital account 36,000, to C's capital account 24,000. That means we have distributed the general reserve of 1,20,000 in the ratio of, in the old ratio. Then second entry is for writing off the accumulated loss. This is the second entry is for the contribution of goodwill by the gaining partners. That is, A's capital account debited 4,000, B's capital account debited 4,000. Their capital account is being debited because they are contributing the goodwill, hence their capital balance will decrease. To the retiring partner, that is to C's capital account 8,000. The third entry is for writing off or distributing the accumulated loss. That is, A's capital account debited 15,000, B's capital account debited 9,000 and C's capital account debited 6,000 to profit and loss account 30,000. We have credited profit and loss account because there was a debit balance, there was a loss, and when we write off the loss, we give it the opposite balance, that is credit balance. And the last entry is for the settlement of retiring partners capital account, that we will discuss the entry after discussing the C's capital account. So let us discuss the capital account of C. As you know, as we have already discussed in fundamentals chapter, whichever items increases the capital balance of the partners, those items are shown on the credit side, and those items which decreases the capital balances are shown on the debit side of the capital account. So on the credit side of C's capital account, we have shown his opening balance, that is by balance brought down 2 lakh as given in the question. Then we have put general reserve share on the credit side, by general reserve 24,000, that is the share of C. Then on the credit side, we have shown the goodwill contribution by the gaining partners, that is by A's capital account 4,000 and by B's capital account 4,000. On the debit side, we have shown the share of retiring partner out of the accumulated loss, that is 6,000. So to profit and loss account 6,000. After putting up all the items, we have compared the credit side with the debit side, and we found out that the closing balance of C is coming to 2,26,000. So since the retiring partner is leaving the firm has two options: either to pay the balance of 2,26,000 in cash immediately, or to transfer the amount in his loan account. Since the question is silent, so we will transfer the balance in his loan account, and we will transfer the balancing figure to C's loan account 2,26,000. So for transferring the balance of C's capital account to C's loan account, the journal entry will be the last one. C's capital account debited 2,26,000 to C's loan account 2,26,000. We have debited C's capital account. Why? Because now we are closing the capital account, and when we close the capital account, it carries an opposite, that is the debit balance. And after the settlement, since we are transferring the amount to the separate loan account, and loan is a liability carries a credit balance, therefore we have credited to C's loan account. So I hope the entries and the question is clear to you children. This is C's capital account. Now this is the assignment which you need to do in your register. You have to answer the following questions in your register. Question number 1, you have to give the journal entries for the following cases. Case A, for distributing reserve and accumulated profits, the entry will be general reserve account debited, reserve fund account debited, profit and loss credit balance account debited to all or old partners' capital or current account in the old ratio. Case B, for distributing accumulated losses, the entry will be all or old partners' capital or current account debited to profit and loss debit balance account, to advertisement suspense account, to deferred revenue expenditure account in the old ratio. And case C, for distributing surplus of specific reserves, the entry will be workmen compensation reserve account debited, investment fluctuation reserve account debited to all or old partners' capital or current account in the old ratio. Then question number 2, you have to redo the question taught in this video. The practical question 11 which we have discussed in this video, you have to revise it and redo the same question in your copies, in your registers. So go through the video once again children, revise all the parts, revise the formulas, revise the entries. Thank you children, take care.